together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Off play action. Howard. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Howard. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Out to the flat here for Johnson. What an effort. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Will be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a second down and 4. A
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, it's out, it's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Brown with his stick skills. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Browns, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this will complete again to Mims.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works free. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Browns.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Off the play fake. Dyson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Dyson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need it. And caught it up! But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. To throw is Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like when they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together.
Turnover on downs.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. He's brought down at the 34. Calling a gain of 4. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, Jenkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Dyson to the right side and intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They give to Johnson going right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the round is on here this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Checks it down to Judkins.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dyson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Well, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking. I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. He breaks a tackle, and he's got an Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Dyson. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Dyson. And this is going to be intercepted. Room here to run. Gets around him. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs.